Another Malakan Yamkana Diala content by Wanilian Guasame Nuer online TV channel. My name is Chang Kwasnyak and Ramadan and Biyala Roina Guasame. A job ban Lian Guasame Bana right Chekaman Chala the Qui Africa Union. Tadana Chica Chupka Jere which Ka South Sudan. Bana Jodan Chikalat Guasame Bana Jelinkel Kadobadan Chikanalat. Gore Genwo de Contic a Liang Kika Chobloy Commandan and Chalat Guasame. Kui Tadan Chica Chupka Jere which Kajuba. A can kononia me jiram jidit ka Nuer online TV channel gore jen wo jin dere jen wakane koken no gore jen o bana racha ka jowadana chalat Africa Union te ka tam chikana lat keje but kenyam jowadana chalat Ramadan en gun mishalka Dr. Abraham Kolnyon gore jen o beje nwaka yekel gwaseme ko bana te ka shoblo ay kamandan en chalat gwaseme ni kan were rajadana bana kwen gwasme gorjen wo be ye lat jo me ka tok kawai ki ka tok English biya kula te ka ngech kamandana le rode ka koreyo so gorno jender jo me der jenwa kanedi ko kien ko bi quantity bana kalat wooden koname. And according to the message here, a political expert said the recent visit by the African Union Peace and Security Council to Juba will probably not solve the political problem in South Sudan. Dr. Abraham Kolnyon said the African Union does not have enough military power to make its decision work. He also said there is still mistrust between the rival political group, which stopped progress. Dr. Nyon said past African Union action, including work by the panel of the wise, failed to reduce political tension in South Sudan. Well, it depends on the people who are in the African Union Peace and Security Council. He said if they are committed and serious, they can help, but if they are not strong enough, they will not change anything. Dr. Nguyen also said African Union recommendation often fail because South Sudan leaders do not have strong political will to follow them. Many promises are made in meeting, but they are not put into action when the leader return homes. So I'm still hopeful, but knowing the high tension and the unstable situation, I do not think the visit of the African Union Security Council will solve the problem in the country, he added. He warned that the peace agreement is still only partially put into action. Important plans like security arrangement, unified army and election have not been completed, he said that. Dr. Nyon mentioned the recent detention of the first vice president, Dr. Riek Machar. The detention of the first vice president, Dr. Riek Machar, which caused fighting in different areas, are both sides show their military power. He says such incidents show that peace is still fragile. However, he said the reason calm in some areas might be because of political deadlock, where no side is moving forward, or because the group are preparing for the next move. Jawo shana liongwasa me jawo dana inshallah netin kontin la Africa Union okata dana chikaroi keje and wo tadan and she Africa Union chika ben kajere which lat ken no telemal madong bi ken no ki telemal chika jom shirka na mo chika lat ken ne wude me shwale Dr. Abraham Kolnyon chala do ne ben Africa Union re which kajuba chaluno ken bi ken mal bi ken no ajene ti teleka authority ke teleka bom ke long mateka ke medeken mal ken no ngajere which ka South Sudan ka do badana chalat ajene ken itin kondi la Africa Union tinchiben ajene beken just ko bi ke brai ke kir but teleka power chirmanana shaling ken tele power mijel ke metikan ka power of course they can mandan let kan de kan lat right now teleka power ka do badana shalat keje ajene shiga ben pan re wiki juba but not yet telemish shiroda na luanka ke Dr. Nyon chala do na Africa Union lamen let ken wa let ken kel ke panel of the wise wa ken shika fail nika do be dan no de kan itin kontin royal tin te kam din ke royal kam Dr. Riek Machar ken kirme yadit she can fail ko bi can problem mo bi can solve kare ga dan en chal me chire order to me jitong no wal chen me dan e ge gen wo 2013 de mal de je jako ba jere aleka ke 2015 but je be ken ndere mo no kan mal kan o god shan mal karodian yurten gur kan obi mal beben kan mal kan ben no ka kujamo lat ke jen wo ne wude shal ka doctor nyonen wo ngode mal ngode kanan ajana ngado je ben go the situation ana tore wika so dan de kap chong pan but Africa Union Security Council telering mi chikana ne solve ne ka dobe dan e chalat keje ajana bendi na tem bare wika so Sudan tele mal mi bitwok ajanta dan chalat keje no bana nyogo ka le rodien me de kon link ka jom inshallah wude shal ke me kolma nyangjuk gor jen wode yerun palping ke lengde be nyoko me kwen je ya ka dobe dan de linga je ka tokka waini no South Sudanese official told the Africa Union Peace and Security Council delegation on Monday that the continued detention of first Vice President Riek Machar is a criminal case, not a political one. Despite growing criticism about violation of legal process, Dr. Riek Machar, who is President Salva Kiir's long-term rival and leader of the SPLM-IO, has been under house arrest since March 26. Kiir order said Machar was involved in violence in Nasser County, Upper Nile State, a claim his supporter reject as politically motivated. Under South Sudanese law, a detainee must be brought to court within 24 hours of arrest. Pretrial detention cannot go beyond 6 months, right? Without a court order, Machar is still detained without charges, raising concern about respect for the law. General Coleman Nyangjuk, head of the high-level committee overseeing the peace deal, defended the arrest during the Africa Union briefing in Juba. On the issue of Dr. Riek Machar, we say the procedure are underway. It is not political detention, he said. It is a criminal procedure. Cole said that. This is normal when someone is suspected of a crime related to the death of soldier in Nasser and other fightings. Cole also said, Cole, who is also lead the National Transitional Committee, says security arrangements are moving forward. He announced that a second group of unified force will begin training in September and deploy by November. This is also rejected by the SPLA-IO. They say that without Dr. Riek Machar being released, there will be no any unified force that will participate in that security matter. According to Coleman Nyangjuk, after that, the security force will be one body under one commander-in-chief and can be deployed across the country, he said. He added that this will prepare the way for election in 2026. SPLM-IO official Joel Nomngek Daniel criticized Korima, calling Machar detention political. It is now very clear that the government of South Sudan conspired to involve President Kiir in a baseless case. Nomngek say they do not want to admit their mistake. He accused officials of ignoring legal training. Speaking like ordinary village, Nomngek said, law teach us to defend the truth the way some leaders talk about criminal law show ignorant. Nomngek also say Cole comment show a personal grudge against Machar from the liberation struggle. We must be guided by justice, he added. The Africa Union delegation also met President Kiir to discuss tension and delay in the peace deal, which ended a 5-year war that killed about 400,000 South Sudanese people. Foreign Minister Mande Samaya Kumba said the meeting was successful and that Kiir promised to fully implement the peace agreement. Dr. Mohamed Khalid, Algeria ambassador to Ethiopia and head of the Africa Union delegation, say the visit was to understand the challenges and see how to work together for peace. The Africa Union and Security Council's 3-day visit to South Sudan is expected to end on Tuesday. Jawlin kona magwasa me atadan en shi Africa Union shiga ben kajere wika South Sudan. Tadan lin kona gwasa me take a comment misha to wude shalka me Coleman Nyangjuk en comment mo cha jalok anitin konti la kumes pelayo. kon point kol manyang juk chela de wonene a jene ta dana cha yen Dr. Riek Machar a jene shi politic a criminal case na me cha look chun mishal ke jol nomngek Daniel chela de men chala de kon manyang juk a jene a personal case a jene a grash kia gak de ke Dr. Riek Machar a jene men chalat chi tok na mo shi mi de gwichen wo chuong an wo belar no Dr. Riek Machar yene cha yene yan je kering michalat ka kwi kore dane chi tuo ka Nasser janna me chi chuang ngai kone riu jana tungwan looking Dr. Riek Machar shirme ngai kone. So whatever they can use again Dr. Riek Machar they can a lot jo Machar kulat gwasmen go Africa Union wadi are wiki juba awaken chicken wore wichin winami ko dong take a mal mi kano no waken teleka power she came yadid ba shi ga kanaka so she can la do brande mal dere ben keja ngai kone Africa Union chala do ken bitene ken dang jok so en walle ka shang wero dio je bik jen ke shi jen already bigo loy gwad dana tikitin Dr. Mohamed Khalid Ramkel Milawuna Algeria would Algeria mo jen a delegation no ke jen head of the Africa Union delegation chobere wiki juba chetin konti be baitin kono tore wichin wina misha kanen chara de wo be je kula lo jok en manana che jek ka kwi manana gwe kano de Dr. Riek Machar de je luin ka je ka wo bi mal be bere wika Sudan but kuma Sudan chi ready kirma yadi chi ready jen ta dana ler ngwana rodi en ka je gwasame so mugor kono de konti ka ngech kamandan en lerode ko be kontin kon techi tuok bana ka ngach gwasa me tega job me gore no de yana ling no bana rocha ka kwiwut ka medan chanak rewi ka bentiu dewa je jen na ka je ka changa bakel ka pai badak ron kin dang rawi jan dang rawi de raw bana jo dana chalat ka kwida gwas me bana jeling wajen ka changa bakel ka pai badak ron kin dang rawi jan dang rawi de raw jen shenge dane na ka je rewi chin winemi jana gan wer ga dio je ci kona ngaj bad beje kunya gwasa me ka tada na chalat ke je ke to ka waini ko biya kula tika ngai de ka kore yo gore jeno dong de je kula lar ye ka tong were batur de beje nyaka ye kel en wude nen kono mo gwas me jen chale galwa ma jok bana jo me bana jeling jen a jo biya ling a commemoration ka do be dan e shan nakaja the South Sudan People Movement or South Sudan People Army as today mark Martyr Day in honor of the heroes who sacrificed their life in the struggle against Juba oppressive regime. This day serves as a reminder of the price paid for justice, freedom and dignity. On August 6, 2022, the first South Sudan People Movement Martyr were apprehended in refugee camp in Fula State, Sudan. They were captured by the former Sudanese government in collaboration with the Juba regime and handed over to Mayom-based tribal militia and Unity State. The martyrs were received by SSPDF General Tochan, who was then the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces for operation at the high border between Sudan and South Sudan. On August 7, 2022, they were moved to Mayom County in Unity State. What followed was a brutal and inhuman act. The governor of Unity State ordered the execution of General Nyon Garang Kol, General Purwop Kol, and Captain Dwal Barpo Tap by firing a squad at Kaikang SSPDF outpost north of Mayom town. In an act of extreme cruelty, General Galwa Majos was burned alive inside a hut. This atrocity was recorded and circulated widely on social media on August 8, 2022, shocking many and exposing the brutality of the regime. Today, SSPM remember these men not only as victims of repression, but as courageous heroes who stood firm in the face of danger and remain committed to the cause of freedom. Their sacrifice is a call to action for all supporters to remain united, resist injustice, and continue the fight for a future where the right, dignity and freedom of all people are respected. The memory of these martyrs will continue to inspire the movement to push forward until the goal of liberation is achieved. Their courage will never be forgotten. Jawlin kon gwasame wude me ajen wude dan e shanak me shi konangat bana madana shalat ka kwide na me chalado jen chajen ka shanka jenda ka shanga bakal ka pay baddak ron kin dangraw jen dangraw widero jen waje kef ka refugee camp en chal ke fula state ka Sudan ke ron kin dangraw jen dangraw widero ken kap ka kenwan kep ko from Sudanese government me shit dak re kuma ka me dane shanen ka Sudan me shit dakone tamete kora chwaga kep ko chwaga kam kume dung South Sudan chwaga kam kirma yadit chwaga kam neke chwaga kam ne Nuer kon tere wi kam ayom tinte kel ke kirma yadit chwaga kam militias ano an gwasa more wi kin to stand me shiga chuban wenamo chwaga gorno ken ba kandak ano no kenete konde shanak chaga kam GSS PDF cha kam jaro le shala to chan jena assistant chief of defense force ne ka gwase dan ke glik ka border dung Sudan kene so Sudan ke changa baro ka pay badda ron kin dangraw jan dangraw widero chwa ka nan ka mayom kan ti unit state jan gwase dan e wa connecten chaga naga nang mi jeg long shi nang ma gwata ya dan e chaga naka ja governor dung unit state cho gorno bawude me bajenak cho jarol nyon garan kol jaral pur rob kol ke captain dal bar potap chwaka nak anetin kon tila dinin yamna da lo bar kaneka chwaka yu bar squad ramkel mishane ga jek e general galwa majo jaram dana shanek along jen chaje la dre duel micha la re duelo chaje chwat ka dul kel ka chwaje nak jen cha nang ne jawang kor badwa keme je akume mala kume dung Sudan ke lingdien ke kumu so Sudan wenamo chwae yunak ni ke jen gwatamo chu koreme chu togo no na ko gwate dan taladen go ka shanga bakel no ka pay badda ron kin dangraw jen dangraw di nyu de jen wo jen shenge dan e wang ka je duel ke je cha tik de cha je remember ka taye dan e che tik de che je top ke je gwade dan e baje kulanak taye na ka je cha je ne ideal re wik ka so Sudan ka chanen wi mon kel chu lo ne no walung che jek ka dobe dan e shane ka kumu so Sudan ke kuma kirmi yadit no ala memory de wa me ba remember ka taye dan e sharwa keje jen charwa chega jogono a shang bi anak bango da bi alle no gorba chawo yuti ka yuti tuk de je misha video shajenen de lo irandere jat ka taye dan e shanaka wuda me miteka lot nen yen me gwad me mite choje ajen wuda dan e shanaka shala galwa ma jok eno cha yeda bat eno nei ke kware konde tere which ke unit state ka taye dana wa chajo kep keje gwade dane kap keje jena wati ke kur mishalat rei which ke bintio me ba kula jien ba kula ka kem kenete konde tike kel jena wachi ka kwere dane la commissioner ke kwere ndi rei which in mi ke ramme mo mit ke position midit and gwasemo wa ke governor wajen shikana wang duel wajen dobe dan e kwaje le naka je mo mi ma chagu je no chi chuong me chaje kebini de yene je look cha de nang je ke wo de wang ni je duel so na mo chilo ne to ngwan che jatalong jo me je dan en gorno de nywa ya kel mi jira mi judit kan Nuer online tv channel nywa le herti tikene ko kien ka chuje pori jeno jin bileren kona lat ka gwas me kan Nuer online tv channel baka nywa ne ko kien anda mandu ni cham ko nyama le no roi ni gwas me kan Nuer online tv ene bana nyogo je ka chang do den ki ka le do den ene biata kamal bye bye